For over 2 centuries, the Achaemenid Empire was the superpower of the ancient world, covering an area of around 5.5 million square kilometers. However, in the mid-4th century BCE, the empire faced a major internal crisis, a full-scale rebellion in Egypt led by a charismatic pharaoh named Kababish, who had declared independence of Egypt. In order to crush the rebellion, around 343 BCE, King Artaxerxes III personally led a massive invasion force and crushed the rebellion at the Battle of Pelusium, in which tens of thousands of people died from both sides. While the empire was still recovering from this costly victory, a new challenge emerged from the west. The newly appointed king of Macedon, Alexander, saw an opportunity to strike the weakening empire. In 334 BCE, with an army of roughly 40,000 troops, he marched towards the Granicus River to challenge the empire. A Persian force of approximately 30,000 troops blocked his advance. However, the direct assault by Alexander's army shattered the Persian army. In the following year, Alexander swept through the western part of the empire, capturing the wealthy cities and coasts of Sardis, Ephesus, and Halicarnassus. After this defeat, the Persian king Darius III assembled a colossal army of around 100,000 men. He marched north to challenge the Persian army. The two colossal armies finally came face to face on the narrow coastal plain of Issus in 333 BCE. Alexander led his companion cavalry in a decisive charge directly at the Persian center, where Darius himself commanded. The Persian line broke, and Darius fled the battlefield, abandoning his army. Alexander then captured the island city of Tyre and then marched into Egypt, where he was welcomed as a liberator from Persian rule and crowned pharaoh in 332 BCE. After his defeat at Issus, Darius III raised a massive army of around 250,000 men, and the two armies came face to face in the plains of Gaugamela on October 1st, 331 BCE. Though the Alexander's army was only 40,000, they crushed the massive Persian army, and for the second time, King Darius III fled the battlefield. This victory shattered Persian power completely. Alexander marched unchallenged into the empire's greatest capitals, first Babylon, then Susa, seizing their legendary treasuries. Finally, he entered the ceremonial capital, Persepolis. In 330 BCE, the royal palace was burned to the ground. Darius was soon murdered by his own nobles, and the age of Persia was over.